G'day guys, Ron here from Osborne Digital Marketing. Today I'm going to show you how to do dentist SEO or SEO for dentists. Let's jump into it. So as you can see guys, I have this massive dentist SEO checklist behind me. So it has all of the tabs basically on what we need to go through. And then as you see down the bottom here, there's just a ton of different tabs. Now we will require all of these tabs throughout this dentist SEO campaign. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a completely random dental clinic, not affiliated, working with, or have anything to do. I'm just grabbing a really poor performing one that is located in Miami. And I'm going to go through, analyze this dental clinic, see what they're not doing too well, and then provide solutions and suggestions. So then that way they can move further up and hopefully win more work. So what we're going to need is this dental SEO checklist. Now it's completely free guys. You can have this, it's all for you. So whether you're an SEO agency, you've just won a dentist, well done, congrats to you. Or you're a dentist and you know a little bit about SEO and you're looking at improving the rankings. You don't want to be in position 20 and onwards. So you can grab this, it's completely free. It's going to be in the link down below in the comments, wherever it is. There will be a link for this checklist, completely free. So what we need to do now, guys, is we need to identify the target keywords that we're going after. All right, so what you'll notice is this tab down here that is called target keywords. I have dentist Miami because that's what I'm going after. So that's the main keyword that I'm going to utilize. However, if you were up a little bit north near me in Fort Lauderdale, you would be able to actually utilize dentist in Fort Lauderdale or dentist near me, Fort Lauderdale, whatever you want to put in there, any additional keywords like cosmetic dentist, Miami, whatever you want to put in there, you can do this. Today in this dentist SEO tutorial, what I'm going to be showing you is how to rank it in the Google Maps and organically. I'm going to show you both methods, very, very powerful. So you'll be able to go away, analyze your competitors, and then structure a campaign that will help you move up there and close the gap. Something I like to say, guys, is SEO is Google's already showing you what it's rewarding. It's literally like, hey guys, this is what I like. This is what you need to do. Remember that and just emulate that and you'll be fine. You'll achieve great rankings. You'll be up the top if you can do what your competitor's doing plus a bit more. So let's do that. So as you can see, there's a target keyword, guys. That's it. That's only one we're going after. And what we want to do now is we want to obviously identify the business. So as you can see, I've got the map open, guys. And let's scroll down and let me find it. Where are they? There they are. Biscayne. So Biscayne is going to be the business that we look at today, the dental clinic. Not working with, not affiliated, have nothing to do. They're just performing very poorly. I think they'll number like 40 for this keyword, dentist in the organic. And they're obviously, depending upon how many ads are up the top, guys, you know, like they're in position 18, 19, 20. Not doing too well for this keyword, considering I'm pretty sure Google has Miami, the location of Miami right here. So they're a stone's throw away. They're not that far away and they should be doing a lot better than this, considering how their profile looks. So let's analyze them why that is. Let's jump into it. It's going to be a good one, I reckon. So what we want to do now is we want to review the website. We want to review the domain. So let's do that right now. All right, so I've opened up the website. These guys are up here. You're going to need either the SEO Quake bar. You can use Ahrefs one. Don't recommend Ahrefs. But you have SEMrush, you can utilize that. And we want to look at the number of pages, how many we have. We want to look at the other data, such as how many keywords we've got, the backlinks, everything like that. So if you have a look on the spreadsheet, if we go back to page 1, you'll notice that it has the name, domain, phone number, total keywords, backlinks, citations, and A score, which is the authority score for you non-SEMrush users. Oops. So let me grab the domain, guys. I'll grab some of this info while I'm here, 38, 1.5. So you can paste all the information in here, guys. And I would strongly recommend that you do that because this is how we're going to analyze how strong our dental clinic is. And when we're doing dentist SEO, it's vitally important that we see how strong we actually are. So the authority score was 38. Do I place importance on the authority score? No. Like, guys, this number can be spoofed, and like, geez, it's not that hard to spoof that number. So yeah, it's just good as a guidance. That's all I'd be considering this as. If you're 38 and your competitors are 90s, it's like, oh, like you need to be investigating what's going on there. But when it comes to overall, if you're 38 and your competitors are 42, like, guys, there's no real correlation between this and ranking performance. So, and we'll maybe see that today. So yeah, my light's a little bit blurry, but you guys can still see the corner, so that's all right. Sorry about the little bit of the blur down there on the camera, guys. Had one of my lights not working before. All right, so we just keep putting in the information. I want to get the legal name of the business, guys. What is the Biscayne Dental and Facial Aesthetics? So I want to find the legal name of the business. So this dental clinic, I want to find the actual name, because this is going to become important later, and I'll be able to show you why. So let's try and find the actual legal name. They should have their legal name on their homepage, because they're hurting themselves if they don't. It's another reason why they're probably ranking down. Yep. Just going dental and facial aesthetics. I hope that this is their business name, but that's probably another reason why. Like, no business name on the homepage, guys. It's going to hurt you. If that is their business name, fingers crossed that it is. This should be a H2 and probably just not text. So let's grab that, put that in here. That's not very attractive, so let's make that a little bit smaller. Okay, cool bananas. Now, keywords. We want to see how many keywords they have. Total citations we'll get to later, and that's why we need the business name. So let's go back to the profile, and they have 3,082 keywords. Okay, 3,082. So you want to input all of this data, 3,082. Okay, so we've got 3,082 keywords, we've got 1,500 backlinks, and we've got an authority score of 38. Okay, so that's really what we are looking at when we analyze the dental clinic's domain. We want to make sure that this dentist, the domain's strong, that they do have keywords in there. You're just trying to get a feel for it and see how it is. When you see just a little bit of a, I guess you would say FYI, like they've had a bit of a hit, obviously, around the updates. So maybe they were doing something not too good in the eyes of Google. Like, what? Look, some of my businesses were hit, but they've all bounced back. Like, as you can see, like they've been, like, some of my clients, they had this, but then just bounced straight back up and actually just well overtook. It's a kind of hit you would take if it meant you got this result. It was actually stellar, but they've been hit and not recovered. They're actually declining and getting worse, and it's evident by ranking, obviously, for the target keyword that they're probably most likely going for. They're not doing too well. So that's something to take note of, guys. When you see this, it's like, okay, there really is problems with this dental clinic's website. So what we want to do is we want to come back right now, and we want to identify the recognized keywords with this page. So let me show you how to do that. All right, so what we're going to do right now is all we need to do is go, I'll show you on the checklist first so you can follow along. Now, you can see that here we have basically tick boxes and just information. So ID, current keyword, performance, a quick review. So essentially we've done the quick review. We're almost complete. We're just identifying the current keywords that this dental clinic is actually ranking for. So when it comes to the keyword research, we can click on this tab right here, and this is where you can input the data. So let me show you how to import a dental clinic's data. So we come over to SEMrush over here. I'm just going to close this one down, guys, because I continuously go into that. So closing that down, you scroll down, and where you see top organic keywords, let's click on view details. So why we're doing this is because we want to start to build a bit of a picture of the words that we're ranking for and how strong our profile is. So according to our third-party tool, which is SEMrush, you know, we definitely have taken the hit. So that's not ideal. Now, this information can obviously be reviewed in here, or you can actually go ahead and review it just by exporting the data, which is what we're going to do. I export the data and we put it into our spreadsheet so my entire team can see it. Now, just for demonstration purposes, when it comes to dentist SEO, I'm only exporting 500. The reason I'm doing this, guys, is two. One, it can crash the browser, and we don't want that to happen when I'm making a how to do dentist SEO video. It's never fun when that happens, guys. But the second thing is this costs us. So I'm not going to export constantly thousands when on a daily basis we are pulling out thousands. I don't really want to have to go and pay SEMrush another $300 for the month. So there's that reason as well. But I'll give you enough data so you understand the gist of what I'm doing. So I'm exporting that CSV right now because it's vitally important that you identify the keywords that are being recognized because they're your strengths. That's what you're ranking for. That's the information that's important to you at this point in time. Now you can utilize and leverage said strengths when you take the hit. So let's do this. Let's go back to the spreadsheet. Now, as you can see here, guys, you can just paste in the data. So this will have all of the data. Now you can beautify it. Let's just go here. Let's make this centered. Okay, cool bananas. So you've got the keywords, the position that they're currently in for these keywords, searches per month. You guys know most of this. Like, I assume that you do, and keyword difficulty. So how hard it is to rank for this keyword. But as you can see, like veneers Miami cost, like they're ranking number 1 for that, 70. That's good. Like these people, the intent behind that keyword is they're looking for this service. So they're probably halfway down the funnel. Okay. They know what veneers are, but they're thinking they're trying to ascertain how much it's going to set them back if they do purchase this. So as you can see, like they've got some cool things, like they're avoiding the chemical peels, Miami veneers cost again, small mouth surgery. So not really high volume keywords, but still good in the eyes of me. These are potential lead keywords, especially if you capture them in the early stages of the funnel. Okay, so now that we've identified all of the keywords that are connected with this dental clinic's website, what we need to do is perform an audit on this dentist's Google business profile. We need to figure out what they're missing out on so we can improve that. Let's do that right now. All right, so when you're auditing a dental or honestly any other business, what you can do is click on this tab right here where it says the GBP audit. So you want to start here. Now what we're doing, let me get rid of this because that's from another one. But what we've got here is essentially the perfect template that will enable you to analyze your competitors to see what they've got going on. As you can see all of this info right here, guys. Sorry, it's a little bit blurry behind me. I apologize about the cameras, the lighting today, guys. It's just how it is, unfortunately. You know, you get this free content, but at the compromise of lighting. All right, so as you can see, we've got some stuff across here. What we want to do now is we want to utilize Google to figure out who's ranking for our keywords, who's our target competitors, because remember, Google is showing us what they're rewarding for that keyword. They're saying, hey, do this and you'll be here for this keyword. So let's figure that out. So let's go over to this one right here. So here's the map. Now, obviously, there we are. There we are right there, guys. So you can see it's Biscayne down there. Let's scroll up the top. Now, what we want to make sure that we're avoiding is the ads, because they're up there because they're paid for it, not because they're organically ranking. Organically ranking that's what we want to be doing. So we want to click on 1 and 2. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm only looking at position 1 and 2. But you must look at least at 3 positions. The reason I'm doing 1 and 2, guys, is because we've already been filming for like 15 minutes and, you know, we'll be here all day. So I'm just going to show you how you can go through, do this process when you do dentist SEO, this is how you'd go through and actually perform audits on dentists' Google business profiles. So let's just grab the names. Now, I like grabbing the names now, guys, because if I zoom in, zoom out, then things change. The rankings will change. I want the default setting that Google gives me when I type in dentist Miami. So I like grabbing the names, because then if anything happens, I know that it was, hey, this was Joe Blogs, he was the one that was actually ranking. So Mr. Dentist in Miami, let's grab him. Let's place him in here. Okay, cool bananas. So we have their names now. Now you're going to need a couple of free tools to analyze these people. There were these dental clinics. So this orange funky looking thing right here is GMB everywhere. It's a Chrome extension. You've got I think 5 free audits you can do, which should be enough for you. And then you have this awesome thing out. Shout out to Chrissy Palmer, mate. Every time I use Plepper, he put me onto it. Brilliant SEO dude. He put me onto it, and I can't thank him enough for it. I use it all the time. It saves me and my team a lot. So yeah, it's very, very good. It shows basically what this is missing, Plepper has it, and vice versa. So we've got the name of the business. We want to start with the categories, okay? So it's got 7 categories over here, just behind my head. So as you can see, here's all the data from Plepper. I like grabbing all the categories. Remember that there's 7, guys. Come back over to the checklist. You can paste them in here and hit 7. So 7 categories in totals. Average ratings, total reviews. Let's have a look at that. Average rating is 4.3 and 82 total reviews. So 4.3 and 82. All right, cool bananas. Now you just continuously, you just go across, guys. It's very straightforward. That's why this this dentist checklist is very cool. So you've got total images, total posts. We're going to skip that, come back to it because we have to utilize the other tool. So total images. Let's go back up here. Check it out. On Plepper, just behind me, you will see total images. It states 8. There's 8 of them, which is impressive. That is very, very impressive that they're sitting up the top with 8. Their website must be very, very good. Or they're SEOing. Either one, guys. Honestly, I'm going to be completely frank. To be up the top, any business up the top, you're up there because you've been SEOing. There's no if, buts, or whens nowadays. So yeah, image. We grab the image. We can come back over the checklist. There's 8. Next thing is the Q&A. Let's have a look at that. So Q&A, there is 4 of them. Okay, 4. Remember, guys, I'm assuming that you have at least a basic knowledge of SEO. Yeah, this is not a video. If you don't know SEO, watch a heap of my other videos where I show you, I break it down sort of for beginner, and I actually have a 2.5 hour long beginner SEO video. Go and watch that. That's going to help you a bit more than what I'm showing you right now, because you do need to have a bit of an understanding of SEO if you want to do this and get good results. So product and services. Now it's being a little bit painful. Google is no longer showing us the services and all the products sometimes. I like just having a little look, but what we do need to do, guys, is I can't show you whilst filming. And I do apologize to convert this to the mobile thing. It just doesn't work properly. But what I can do is I can send it to my phone whilst I'm filming, and you can do exactly the same thing. So I have these guys up on my phone right now, and I can have a look at let's see what they've got when it comes to services and products. Now that is interesting. It actually doesn't look like they have any services. Fascinating. I'm very this is an interesting SERP. I like it. I like when I see these these types of funky things. Like you're like, okay, how's this guy ranking? He's not even doing the basics, you know, like it's not even in existence. So what's going on here? He's definitely not a paid. Like there is no advertisement right here. It's definitely not paid. Mid down. Yeah, definitely not paid. So, oh, very interesting, guys. We've got an interesting SERP. So, yeah. So you can record 0 products and 0 services. Now we can actually look at the post. So post frequency and post total post. Now, unfortunately, the GMB everywhere, it's only going to go up to, I think it's 30 from memory. Yeah, it's 30. So you just hit the post audit. Now, the reason this is important, I'm just going to check on my phone too, guys, to see if they do have any posts, but it doesn't look like they actually have any. This is fascinating. Yeah, they don't. So how are they ranking number 1? Very interesting video, guys. Very, very interesting. Like these are, let's get rid of that so don't muck around with the averages. But like, guys, to have no products, no services, 0 posts, 8 images, the 4 Q&As, you'd be very surprised in this. I always get my clients to do Q&As because they're very powerful. Very, very powerful if you do them the right way. So, you know, I think they're having a bit of a win here, but this is very interesting. I'm quite intrigued. So we've done the first person, the first medical clinic, sorry guys, first dental clinic. So now we go back. Just going to close a couple of the tabs so it doesn't slow everything down. We go to my dentist in Miami. Let's check him out. And like the thing is, these guys, right, their ratings, like it's fascinating case study, guys. This is a really cool thing that you're looking along and learning with. So remember, we start with the categories. I like grabbing all the categories. There's 6 in total for this one. Post that in there. What's their average rating and total reviews? Average rating was 4.4, and I can't remember how many reviews they had. 39. Now, as you'll see, I can see the averages. These are very, very important because we're aiming to emulate that. Now, obviously, guys, like some people get into me like, oh, you can't have averages with, you know, 2 data points. I know that, guys. I understand this is just for video purposes. I am just showing you, once you build up the book, you're able to have 5 slots in here. And in a competitive niche like dentistry, I would definitely be utilizing all 5 slots and then identifying the mean essentially, and then getting rid of your outliers because they will skew your data. But that is what you want to be looking at. Okay. So, you know, yeah, please, like I have some people sometimes, like when I do these types of videos, they're like, oh, you know, you can't count that. You can count it, guys. This is just a informative video. So please, yeah. It's always interesting. Like, I love hearing from my supporters. I absolutely do. And thank you for everyone that's here. Like, I really appreciate you coming along and watching this. It's just, yeah, just I'm aware, guys. That's all I want to say. I'm aware that the numbers can be skewed. So what we want to do now is basically when it comes to the images, we're doing exactly the same thing. So we're going back over here. They've got 42 images. That's more like it. That's more like it. What's their Q&A like? Let's check that out. Zilch, nada. And products and services. So I have to send that to my phone, and that's what you can do too, guys. Like you can send it to your phone. Let me just check. Yeah, no, there's nothing. Why do they not have any products or services? Very interesting. I think it's just because of the latest update, guys. Like these tools have been playing up. Everything's been playing up since Google's update, like not that long ago. So I'm just having a look at my phone. Let's check them all out. So yeah, they've got the little service thing underneath here. So I'm going to have a look at their services. They have 2. That's it. Fascinating. Let me just check. They've got a ton of posts though. Okay. So, ton of posts. All right, so 2 services, zilch products. So they're missing out there, but they are ranking. So, and let's review their posts. So again, guys, all you need to do is hit this post audit. Just with this extension, like I said, the updates just throwed it out a little bit. It has been sometimes picking things up, sometimes not. That's why I double checked on the phone. So when you're doing dentist SEO, just make sure. I think this might error out. Yeah, it did. Because if it doesn't start scrolling down, then it's not going to work. So sometimes you have to hit it a few times. But that's why, like, if you utilize the free version, see now it's scrolling down. That's what it needs to do to pick up the post. So we should have the data now. Okay, so it's saying that there's a total of 8 posts and the frequency is every 129 days. Okay, so let's input this. This is a mind-boggling SERP, guys. Mind-boggling. I do not understand it. This is throwing all of the traditional SEO rules out of the book. I'm fascinated to see what's going on here. Absolutely fascinated. So as you can see, you've got general numbers. So you know that if we want to get up the top, we need at least 4.35 rating. We need a total amount of reviews around about 60-ish. So that's how you would utilize this. Obviously, the more inputs, the data inputs that you have, the more better off the averages and the statistics being popped out will be more accurate. And that's what you would need to do when you're doing dentist SEO. So let me close down these. Now we need to audit ourselves. We need to see how we're stacking up. So let's scroll all the way down. That's the same address. What's going on here? What website's that? I didn't pick these guys because this is like it's for like a, yeah, I didn't think this would be valuable. I think it's very interesting that they've got 230 reviews, such a good rating, and they're way down the bottom. Oh, that's the same. Yeah, here's the problem, guys. They've literally created 2 Google Business profiles for the same location and for the same things. Like this, let me just double check if this dentist works here. Julio, I think it was. About us, where's the teams or something about us, maybe? Meet our team, yeah, let's check in there. Julio Jimenez. Okay, let me just double check. Bro. Yeah, you have no idea how much damage you're doing to yourself by having this. So much damage, guys. Guys, like, don't make duplicate profiles for the same thing at the same address, because what does Google think? It doesn't know which one to reward. It's like, it's duplicate content. Do not duplicate your profiles, even with like different names and like, yeah, it's exactly the same. Is the number the same? 989. Oh, thankfully the number's different. Thank goodness. No, wait. Okay, yeah, 1138. 11. Oh no, it's exactly the same. No wonder why they're down the bottom. Like, no wonder why. Because I thought it was fascinating, to be honest, guys. Like, they have products, they have all this stuff going well for them. I saw a lot of images. I'm like, why are these guys being penalized? Why are they? This will be a huge reason. So guys, like, massive, like, this is really important. This has been a great learning experience. If you're doing dentist SEO, this is the type of stuff you have to look for. Does your client have a duplicate listing somewhere? This is damaging them. This is hurting them. They need to remove this. Or they need to change it out or change it like to something else and not mention this doctor, like Dr. Julio, so much in the actual business as well, because he's tearing himself apart. Like, it can be done, but like, he's hurting his overall business just to have a thing for himself. That's not advisable. So yeah, if they remove that, and be cautious whenever you're doing dentist SEO, you might have, and this does happen actually like quite often, doctors that rent out like office cubicles in other clinics, they will then create a GMB for that clinic, and then maybe they'll call themselves or have that. So we've run into that. We've encountered it when we do like dentists, the doctors, you name it, guys. It happens all the time, especially in the health niche. So you just want to make sure that you limit that, because if you have a location and then everyone in this location, there's 5 different things and they're all at the same address and they're all at the same suite and they're all using the same phone numbers and they're all using the same categories, I don't know what to pick. I don't know what would, as a general client, as a customer, potential customer, you wouldn't know who is who, what's what, where you go, what's going on. You'd have no idea. That's exactly the same with Google. Google doesn't know. It goes, I can't be bothered. So this is, yeah, that's a good find, because that is the don't of SEO. Don't do that. Don't, like, yeah, that you're hurting yourself. So if you see this, guys, get rid of it. Get rid of it or change it out where it's not related at all. And you maybe like drum down the profile of the individual that their Google Business Profile is created about. But remember, like, this is a Google Business Profile. Technically, this isn't a business unless he has his own thing that he's contracting to this. So, yeah, that's that's, you get my point. So that's going to be hurting them so much, guys. So we've got, let me grab our stuff, 5 categories. So that's a really good thing for you to know. Like if you're doing dentist SEO, you want to see these types of things. So we've done that. You can, guys, this is a tick box as well. You can come along here and tick all this. You can just paste that in there and 5. And then what we want to do now is a grid search. So let me show you a grid search. Actually, we will need our business name. So let's come back over here. Another reason why we need the business name, guys. So we come back over here. Search. Now this is Local Falcon, guys. Link to this tool as well as every other tool is in the sheet. Okay, so it's all in there. Now what we're doing is a grid search. So essentially you'll see all these little dots. Okay, now each dot depicts if someone was standing there with a mobile phone and we Googled our target keyword, which is Dentist Miami. So let's grab that. Dentist Miami, let's grab that keyword. Let's paste it in here. Now we're going to run the scan. So what it's doing right now is it's looking to see, okay, so if someone was standing up here or over in Little Havana, then what it's doing is it's looking to see, okay, well, they've Googled Dentist Miami on a mobile device, and it's being like, okay, well, I'm going to reward you by placing you in position blah. And that's what this means. So whatever the number is, that depicts where you are. So if you're out here, chilling out here in the boat, fishing, then, and you need a dentist because the lure maybe knocks you in the grill, then yeah, you're in position 9. But down here, like right in Miami, yeah, down, yeah, like position 20, not great at all. Like that's not ideal. So if I click on this as an example and we scroll down to position 17, here they are. So in that location, they're not doing too well. That's a grid search. Very, very important if you're doing dentist SEO, because you're trying to rank, like I'm showing you how to rank organically and in Google, in the Google Maps. So we come back over to our GMB audit and you can type in like poor, like whatever you want to put in there, guys. You can type the numbers. You can make that grid as big as you want. And the access to Local Falcon is right here, or you can use Bright Local as well. So right up here. Either or. Local Falcon normally do like, I think it's 1, don't quote me, guys, but they jump in between like free services, free audits, all of that. But I think it just depends what day of the week it is that if they offer the free stuff. But go over and check it out. Like if it is free, you can run a test for free. Our average rating and total reviews, I'm pretty sure it was 233 total reviews and 4.4, but let me just double check. So what did we, 230 and 4.9. I was wrong on both accounts. 4.9, 230. 4.9. Oh. 4.9 and 230. Okay, there we go. So like I said, guys, you can go along and tick this off if you want, but I've done so many of these now, it's like it comes quite naturally. So images and Q&A. So exactly like what we did with our competitors, we have 208 images. 208 images and one Q&A. Like that. 208 images and one Q&A. All right, let's check out products and services because they have products as well. I was fascinated. Like, guys, a big reason why I picked them, I'm like, they, from the outside, they look like they're doing everything right. I didn't notice this. Like, that's why, obviously, they're getting slammed. Google doesn't know what to rank for. Like, they have a ton of products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 products. They're really missing out. I'll send it to my phone as well so I can just double check, guys. Like, that's what you always need to do. Send to phone. So let me do that. Send it to the phone. There it is. Okay. Services. Like, they have all the services mapped out and content written about the services. Like, wow, what are they doing wrong? That is, like, it's fascinating, guys. Like, normally from the outside in, you'd think that this would be a good. They've got a massive website. They're ticking all the boxes, but obviously something is happening. So this is a brilliant case study, a brilliant dentist SEO video. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 13. 13, and they're doing posts. Okay. About 13. Guys, I just sort of look very quickly. And they are doing posts, so let's go and audit them. Because as an individual like me, from the outside looking in, this looks right. Like the way they're going about it. If I had to be completely honest, if I had a client come to me and said, I have products, I have Q&A, I have services, and I've written and explained stuff in the services. So this tool is not working again, guys. Let me just do that again. I have 208 pictures. I have a ton of pictures. I have 230 reviews. My rating is 4.9. I'm going to be sitting there going, like, what is this guy doing wrong? Like, that's exceptional. But obviously there is something going wrong, and that's what we need to figure out. So this maxes out at 30, but we have 30 posts, and on average every 35 days. So we're beating the top 2. Fascinating. All right, so when you are doing this, guys, like our main thing is dentist. Like the main thing that we're going after is dentist. So this is a real, I'm stoked about this actually, because yeah, I like it when they're really cool, interesting videos like this. It's awesome. So they're doing like most things right. Like check it out. Total reviews, average 60. We've got 230 of them. We're doing more posts. We've got more images. Like when it comes to the products, how many did we have? We have 5 products. The average is what? Zilch. Like guys, what? On everything we're winning. On everything, like I said, if the client come to me and said, this is what I have, and they're not, like this guy should be up the top, not number like 19 or 20. I honestly think it's going to, like, we have to dig into the website now and ascertain what's going on there, but that duplicate could be bringing them down like you wouldn't believe. And I've seen it before, guys. It brings businesses down. It's not a smart, like, don't necessarily think with SEO that like more rods in the water will equal more fish. It's not always how it works, especially with the algorithm of Google nowadays. It's not a great method. It's not a great method to catch fish. Okay, so now we've basically finished the dentist Google Business Audit. What we want to do from here is we want to start identifying the top competitors in the organic SERP as well. So let's jump into that right now. So we've got the competitors from the Google Business Profile, but you can click on competitors here and then just, oh no, deleted that, my bad. You can just input the data. So let's get rid of some of these tabs, guys. I don't like having a lot of tabs. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this because sometimes it just causes things to crash. So I'm looking at the SERP. Midtown, let's open up them. And we're in these guys. Data, a dental center. Okay, let me just double check that these are, yep. So these guys are ranking #1 organically, and these are the people that you want to emulate. Like, this is, wow. And look at how many pages they have, guys. Fantastic. Like, well done to whoever's doing that. Marvelous. And this one's #2, guys. Like, and look at our website. Like, yeah, this is fascinating. All right, let's start figuring them out. So when you're auditing your competitors, we need the name, domain, total keywords, pages, like what we did before for ourselves. So let's figure all that out right now. So this is Midtown Dental. So let's grab their domain, and let me just make sure their name is Midtown. I like having a look. Normally it'll be like LLC. It'll say they're Midtown Dental. Yeah, there it is down there. So let's put that in. Midtown Dental. Okay. So remember, guys, we need their we need the name. How many pages do they have? 35 pages. Let's click on that. Oh, we're waiting. Let me get rid of this. 35 pages, guys. A 300-page website should not be losing to a 300-page site. Like, it should. This is a fascinating case study. And it's not like they're... So whenever you see this, like whenever you just see just basic, essentially stagnation of keywords and traffic, guys, it normally means that Google is just like, this is what you are, this is where you are, I'm not doing more for you. That's not necessarily a good thing. Like, they might be ranking for this keyword, but there could be other things under the water. And like I said, authority score, guys, like, look, this is 22 and our one was 38. 572 backlinks. Like, these are all fascinating. This is fascinating. It's a brilliant case study. 572, 22. So let's go back. Let's have a look at backlinks. 572. And keywords, what do they have? Midtown, what do they have? They have 257. Okay. Yeah, 257. Okay, this is fast. I'm stoked you guys get to see this one. Absolutely over the moon. All right, so next thing is we grab these guys. A new smile, is that their name? Powered by and just check them out because I want to know their names. New smile. It should be their name, but like I was saying before, guys, you need to have something. Like, if their logo is the only thing with their name in it, that's not great. That is not good at all. So let's go back. Kendall office. Don't want the Kendall office. Is there a Miami Beach office? What's going on here? Miami Beach. Okay. Yeah, this is a new smile. Wasn't that the guys that were ranking as well? A new smile. They were doing well organically. I cannot understand why a website based in Miami is performing so poorly. Like, we'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, this is pretty cool. Wow, the lights on my green screen look very appealing. Hope you're enjoying my massive, look like cheerleading pom-poms. Yeah, fascinating. Okay, I think it's just a new smile. That's the business name. Very interesting. Book, tour, patient forms, yeah. A new smile dental center. New smile. Let's just roll with that. The reason we need the name, guys, is because we want to ascertain like what they're doing well for when we do the citations and look over all of that info later on. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. Traffic. Let's see how they're performing. Okay. Bit of growth. That's good. Okay, 1168. See again, their authority scores weaker than ours, guys. Like that's the thing. Authority scores, meh. It's like a be aware of. That's it. 732 and 1168. 732. Okay, cool bananas. Citations we'll do later on, guys. I'll show you how to do that later on. Okay. All right, so now that we've identified the competitors, we'll do the total citations a little bit later on. Right now, what we're going to perform is a keyword gap analysis. So let's do that right now. All right, so the keyword gap, what we're going to need is a SEMrush. So let's go back here. In the main, we want to grab our business. Actually, let's get rid of that. It'll be faster if I do it this way. Traffic. Now, you grab your domains, so your competitors. Let's grab their stuff. Let's make sure that's the home page. It looks like that it is. Now, on SEMrush, you'll hit keyword gap. Okay. Now it's going to give you a drop down, and we want to input the competitors. So a new smile. This is I'm so happy that you guys get to see this actually, because it's not just the stocks then. It's like, well, they're missing this, they're missing this. It's like, no, they have this, they have that, they have this. So what's really going wrong? Why are these guys outperforming them? It's a brilliant, this dentist SEO is a really good video. So like we're doing a lot of things right. So when it comes to this keyword gap analysis, what we're looking for is keywords that our competitors have that we don't have. And then we can see how we're performing against them. So as an example, dentist Miami, we are located in Miami. We should be trying to rank. That should be a target keyword. We're in position 45. Which one's these? Midtown. Yeah, Midtown's in position 1. And then a new smile, they're in position 2, guys. Like for that target, look at how much volume there is. It's 2,000 searches a month. Veneers Miami, we're in position 4, so we're taking a little bit more of, I guess, probably because we supply these services, but a little bit more on the cosmetic side. Maybe that's what we're leaning towards. But dentist is our main category in our Google Business Profile. So your Google Business Profile category should align with your main concept of your business, guys, the main thing that you offer. If you're an accountant, like, yes, you do audits and that sort of stuff, but the main thing is it's an accountant. You're an accountant. But when you're a dentist, you're a dentist. Then all the cosmetic stuff comes into play later on. So we're in position 4 for that keyword. That's good. Our competitors probably don't even really offer those services. But best dentist in Miami, like position 11 for that keyword. Very, very good from Midtown, like exceptional. A good keyword as well. Like when you are ranking for those types of keywords, guys, yep, sitting pretty. Again, they're doing really well for the keywords that matter. So with this data, you have a ton of things you can do with it. Now, I love exporting the data and just embedding it in the sheet, as I explained before, because I analyze everything in there, and that's what my team does. Because normally what happens is my team will do these audits, and then I get it and just do a quick review of it, because, you know, guys, we've been at this for an hour, and it takes time. It takes time. So you click on the tab over here, which is going to be behind that wonderful lighting. Sorry, guys. It's called Keyword Gap. Scroll over to the left, and then let's open the CSV file. So we download the dentist keyword gap. Now, like I said, I only do the, let's try and get this information up here. I only like to do the 500 just simply because it saves and it can crash it. So I'm pasting the data in. Now, if you were doing this for your client, you're doing actual dentist SEO, you're doing SEO for a dentist, for a dental clinic, you would obviously input all of the keyword guys. Don't input just 500 because that's what I'm doing. So you'd input them all. Now let's beautify this, make it a little bit more attractive. Okay, there we go. So we can go through and figure out that has not copied what we wanted to copy. That is sorry guys, that has not opened up the right spreadsheet for us. Awesome. Let me export it again. CSV. Let's do it again. Very interesting. This is why I moved to Google Sheets. Okay. Copy that. Same thing, guys, just come across. I'm going to have to delete this. Come back up here. Paste this data in here. So there we go. We have our competitors, we have us, we have the search volume, we have everything there. So that's exactly what you would want to do. You would want to ascertain who's ranking for what, how you can pick up on that. And we're going to have to review everything as we go through all of this because it's a fascinating case. So I'm over the moon with this. What we want to do now is we want to perform a backlink gap analysis because I reckon there's going to be some interesting information lying in the weeds in here. So let's check that out now. All right, so just like the keyword gap analysis, guys, backlink gap is very, very similar. We're just figuring out what backlinks our competitors have that we don't have. So in SEMrush, very, very simple. We've already input our competitor's domain, so it just basically brings that across and analyzes it for us. So I just clicked on the backlink gap over here to the left, and then now it's going to go through and be like, okay, so what does Midtown and a new Smile have that we don't have? And this is where I think we're going to find a ton of info. I think this is where we're not performing well. So main column that you want to focus on is this right here where it says matches, okay? So as you can see, this domain right here is sending a backlink to this guy and to this guy, but not to us. Wherever there's a 2 out of 3 and you're not on it, you need to go out there and get those backlinks. Like there's a lot of 101 dentists, yeah, like there's some, yeah, like it's not necessarily too good for us. WebMD, no, only one of them's on WebMD. But when it comes to this, you want to make sure if there's, your competitors have 2, like both of them have that backlink, you need to go out there and get that backlink. Now, if it's spammier, like a spammier link, you might still want to get it. Obviously, you need to follow the right processes and ensure that this isn't going to hurt your site. However, if you need it and it has to be sent somewhere, send it to a piece of content that can be burnt, that's just there to support your other and main keywords. That's one way that you can do that. So let's export this data and have a look. So anywhere that there's a 2, guys, like you have to look. There's not actually that many. When it comes down into the 1 out of 3s, yeah, look into it. Like definitely look into it. This is where you'd start. Like this is the backlinks that I would be starting to try and build. Because remember, Google's rewarding these guys. Google is saying, hey, what they're doing is right. So you need to go out there and have a look at it all. So let's add that to the sheet. Let's go backlink gap tab, guys. Just click on that. Scroll up to the top. Let's hope this actually opens up the right spreadsheet this time. No, same thing. It opened up like this is bizarre. It's literally opening up the the spreadsheet that I just closed, which is the keyword one. All right, now I have it. Good old Excel. All right, so what we can do is we just paste this data in here, guys. All right, so let me get rid of this. Yeah, get rid of all of these. Yeah. Now, let's make this a little bit prettier. Okay, so as you can see, there's the domains, domain score, authority score, and who has the links, and here's us right here. Now the matches gets moved right over to the right over here. Okay, so anything you'd be starting with these guys. I personally thought that there'd be a bigger gap between, there'd be a bigger disparity between the ones that we have and don't have. I thought that the top rankers would have a ton more links, but this just begs the question on why we're performing so terribly. So let's continue this dentist SEO audit, go through it and ascertain what exactly is going on and figure all this information out. So what we need to do now is we need to review our target keywords in Google. So let's jump into that. So like what we've pretty much already done, guys, we know what keyword we're going after, so we can come over here, we can get our domain. So let's go control find BWC Miami. There we go. Let's find out where we are. So we're in position for that keyword. Here we go. Trusted dental care in Miami, skin care services. Guys, don't, if you're going to talk about dentistry, don't talk about your skincare services. Like it's like, look at this. They're in position 39 and they're doing this, like cosmetic dentistry. Dentist, Miami, Florida. Dentist in North Miami Beach, Florida, Miami Beach. Dentist for you. People First Dentistry. Dentist Miami. Like, this is just telling Google, I don't know what I'm about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything. And then to come along and like facial aesthetics, committed to providing skincare. Guys, skincare and dentistry, like that should only be on your about page or your home page, not on the page that you're trying to rank, which is that like they should have a service page for that. So it's not even like they don't have a service page. So there's a ton of things going wrong here, guys, a ton of things. And this is why you do it. This is why you review your target keywords in Google, because immediately I know what's going on. One, their domain's ranking for this. That shouldn't be the case. Your homepage is about your business, about you, about whatever it is. Now, it will always have the strongest strengths, but on your homepage, that's why you send it off to the other pages that you want to rank. So they should have a page specifically about Dentist Miami, and it should be juiced to the max like every other business is doing. So like these guys, having it juiced and something on something different. Let's see if they're ranking their home pages. Yeah, they're ranking with their homepage, but their homepage says Miami Dentistry, Miami. Yeah, so that's why it's all about Miami. But these guys, as an example, like I know this is Open Care, but you can see it's like Dentist Miami. That's how they should be trying to rank. That's how they should be trying to push it out, not having their homepage appear here. So that's a big problem, guys. That's a big problem, because if you think about your homepage, whilst it has strength, you can't go after like what they've done. They've made it about skincare and dentistry. That's going to hurt you. It's not going to help you. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hinder you more than it's going to do you any good. So that's an immediate thing. Like that's not good. So if you scroll across, you'll see this SEO strategy tab. Now it's either going to be behind me or blocked by the light. I apologize, guys, but this is where you can plan out the campaign. And right now, while it's at the top of my head, fresh in my mind, I'm going to document stuff. So this is what you would need to do. Whenever you start dentist SEO and you're doing SEO for dentists, you need to make sure that you start with the biggest problems first and work them out before you move on to other things. There's no point in really going after there and get more reviews when we've got a profile that's conflicting with the information. We have cross-section keywords going on for our business that don't align with the main category. We need to get a lot of stuff sorted out. You're better off doing that before you go out there and go, I need more reviews, because like we've shown that they've got more reviews than the average and they're performing terribly. So we need to ensure alignment. pages. So this is just so I know, okay, well, this is a big thing for me, guys. This is why they're not doing well. Huge reason. I promise you, like, we'll have a look at a couple of other pages, and yeah, I promise you they're going to be, they're just going to have random stuff going on. Okay, so once we've reviewed it on Google, once you've had a look at all of your target keywords, the next thing that you want to do is you want to review the core web vitals. So we want to make sure that this dentistry has a nice, smooth, and passing site. So let's do that right now. All right, guys, so what we want to do now is you can see the tabs over here. You can either go back to the home, so you can go to the SEO checklist here, and now we've completed a couple of things. You can go through and actually tick all of this stuff off. We just finished reviewing it on Google. Here's everything else that we need to do. So let's do the core web vital. As you can see, there's a link, Google core web vital. We want to check this out. Massive FYI, guys. Do be very cautious when you're running this tool. It crashes all the time and crashes your browser all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze our page and our business only. We're going to see how well it stacks up. Some FYIs when it comes to the core web vital stuff, guys. Do you need to invest money into improving your site if it's kind of okay? No, not necessarily. You just need to either be the same or better than your competitors. That's it. That's it. If your competitors that have a poor performing website, like, we charge $450 for a small website. So one of the things under 15 pages, you know, this website, for us to improve this website, we'd be charging a lot. This is a 370 page website. So if they were like, oh, I want to get this moving along, like 57's okay on mobile. It's not great, but it's okay. It's okay. So what you would want to do is you want to go across and have a look at their competitors. 93 on the desktop, I see that, I'm okay. When I see 93, that makes me feel a lot better. When I see something that's green on desktop, guys, you should always be green on desktop, okay? Always green. Can't stress that enough. There we go. Thanks, Google. Let me try and get out of it. Sometimes that saves everything. Yes. All right, cool. We got away with that one. So you can put okay. So what you would need to do now is we'd want to have a look at our competitors, see how they're performing, but I'm not risking the video, and you know how to do it now. So the next step, we need to validate and check out this dentist website, the schema on the website, because there's definitely schema for dentists. So let's check out to see what they have going on. So when it comes to the schema validator, what you need to do is scroll up here. You'll see the link, schema validator. Click on the link, guys. Super simple process. Now they should have organization. They should have dentist schema. They should have all of this installed. However, all you'll need to do is make sure that whatever we do now, you do exactly for your competitors and you align them up. So I'm just going to show you how to do, obviously, us, but all you need to do is click on that. Everything's going to pop up like it is and just paste in your site. So you'll see the results over here. Some SEOs don't like schema. I think it's very, very valuable, guys. Google a month ago said that they're only reading 15 megabytes of the page now. So this is the search engine language. So give it to them in the easiest way possible. I don't ever think there's anything wrong by making it easier for Google. Okay, yeah, so they've got dentist schema. All right, still need organization, still need everything else though. Still need web page, still need breadcrumbs. So things that, like basic things that will help, especially on a big site, guys. Just another nice little bit of information. Big site, make sure you have breadcrumb schema. That really helps. Something that's like, it's handy for the user and it's actually handy for the search engines. So remember, it's an equation, guys. That's all it is. It's an algorithm. It's a mathematical equation. So it's trying to solve a problem, give it the answers. Okay, so once that's done, we can come back over, tick that off. You would want to go ahead and incorporate the additional schema. And I would also check on your competitors and see what they actually have going on to check out what needs to be done. So now you know how to do dentist schema, or how to review the dentist website for the schema. So the next thing that we want to do is review the business citations. So let's jump into that now. The reason it's important to review citations is because when you're a local business, especially going after Google Business Profile rankings, when you're going after everything else, you're trying to establish trust. Now, a citation is a Yelp listing, it's an Apple Maps, it's something in Manta, it's all of that, okay? All of that data pointing to a location tells Google, hey, this is a real business. This looks legitimate. Now, you have two ways of auditing citations. Bright Local is the paid way. So it will go through and accurately look at everything. It'll go through and have a look and figure everything out for you, and it just serves it up to you on a platter. However, you have to pay for it. The link for it, guys, is right here. You can click on it. If you have signed up a dentist, like, you're going to need it. So you will need a tool like that. It's just that simple. However, maybe you're looking at trying to win over a dentist. So I'll show you the free way. So at least you can present them a bit of data and be like, hey, you guys don't have this. I looked at your competitors. They have this. You don't have that. Let's figure it out. So you'll see this search operator right here. So what you can do is you can copy this search operator. And let's go up the top here. Okay, now you paste that in, okay? And then we want to grab our website. So we grab our website, we paste it where it says website, and we come back to the checklist and we grab our name. And guys, this is why I was saying it's vitally important that we have an accurate name, that we know what exactly they're using. However, with this business, I'm a little bit concerned. With this dental clinic, it's going to be like 10,000 different things. So here we go, 39 results. Here's their Facebook, here's their Yelp. Okay, good to see they've been consistent, at least with the name. Here's Bird Eye. Okay, yep, Twitter, there we go. So 39 listings, as you can see right here, 39. Let's record that. With this, with the freeway, guys, you do need to obviously go in there and just double check some things. You can play around with search operators, move them around, but this is honestly, I've tried it where you do the address and everything else, but then if there's another business listed there, that gets counted as well. I just like by the name. That's why I try to find the actual business name, because that's how they'll list it on everything. So that's what you want to look at. Do it this way, 39. Of that 39, how many actual citations? Could be 20. But this is the freeway, saves you money, but it costs you time. So that was 39 citations. Now, once you've done your citations, you need to go across and look at your competitors. So let's grab Midtown, because those guys are just doing exceptionally well. So same thing, guys. We're just pasting it out here. Go back over to our checklist. Let's go competitors. Midtown. Let's grab them out. I didn't grab the other guys, so that's my bad. And then we just paste it, same thing within the quotations. How many do they have? They have 68. Interesting. Midtown Dental ALF. There we go, that's interesting. Is this a stack or something? Midtown Dental Miami. Here we go. We might know why. Plantation. Okay, so this is another website that they're doing, Midtown Dental Studios. Okay, so it actually might be another business. Midtown Dental. Interstate, yeah. These look like other businesses. Okay. Yeah, so they look like other businesses. And guys, like, you don't want to have, like, it should, Midtown Dental. Fortunately, it's showing up that. But again, like, here's us on Yelp, but we're showing this information. This is what happens when you do the free things. So it's important to always remember that, guys. You need to figure out what exactly is and isn't a citation. So you do need to go through it and have an in-depth look. But like, we just caught it out there. That's why. Well, we use Bright Local because we're an agency and we obviously take it seriously. So we have to have something that we just throw it in and the tool goes away and looks at everything. It identifies the NAP, the name, address, phone number, make sure that all of that lines up, and we know what's going on immediately. Okay. So we've looked at that. We can sit here and we can go, said 68, let's do 66 because we've obviously got to take off the top two. But there's something right there, guys. Now, is it the exact numbers? No, I don't believe it would be in either case, in our website or in the competitors. But, 39 to 66 citations. Some people say that citations don't have as much importance as they once did. I don't believe that, because when you do citation building, you should be building out those citations with the additional little bit of help. And if you do that, then those citations will be valued. So, I do think that they are quite important. I do not underestimate citations. So there is another thing that I'm noticing, that this dental clinic, there's not a lot of trust. The biggest thing for me, I personally believe right now, is that our clinic is not fulfilling the needs of EAT. So the expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. I just don't think it's there. I think that's why Google is not rewarding them. There's too many mixed messages. There's too many confusing things. The dentist has his own thing, but at the same address with the same phone number with everything else. So it's very confusing. It looks very, very different. So once we've done that, guys, what you want to make sure is you want to make sure that you have Google Analytics installed and Google Search Console. It goes without saying, but make sure that you have those guys installed. From here, what we want to do is we want to have a look at the website itself. We want to make sure that we're setting it up where conversions can actually be tracked. We want to set everything up. That's why you install Google Analytics. You want to make sure that you're tracking data, but you're also enabling people to contact you easily. Because what I find a lot of the time is people have too much stuff going on their website, and it's quite complicated and complex when individuals arrive there. Because we can get you the traffic, but what's the point if it doesn't convert? So we want to have a look at their website, and we're going to do that right now. All right, guys, so I'm going to close down actually I'll leave them open. I want to get rid of a couple of other tabs because I just noticed she's running a bit slow. So, okay. So contact us, that's good. Interest-free financing, that's okay too. Skin treatment, dentist, yeah. I'm not a fan of when businesses mix and match. It's very similar to me. Skin treatment and dentistry does not go together. It's like me sort of doing this, but then offering accounting services as well. Google will be like, what are you doing, Ronnie? Who are you? Are you a digital accountant? Is that what you are? So I think they're really shooting themselves in the foot, unfortunately, when it comes to this. I don't if they were my client, I'd be weeding them off this approach, because you do whatever you want with your website, but I'm just saying, if they were my client, I would like the approach of, let's focus on one specific thing. Let's have maybe a website specifically talking about this, and then we'll have another one for the skin treatments and the actual doctors that work on the skin treatments, because I do not assume that the dental team is doing this skin treatment. So my wife's a doctor, and I know how focused her stuff is. She doesn't just go off and do random work. She sticks in the field, in the endocrine field. That's what she does. So yeah, it's I think they're really hurting themselves, to be honest, guys. I don't think they're doing any justice. Website's not too bad. It's not too bad, but from the looks of it, my biggest thing is the fact that they're skin and dentist. I'd pull that out. That's my personal opinion. With a contact us, please don't take us to a contact form. Yep, it takes us to a contact form. Guys, give people the option to call you. I can't stress it enough. You're a local business. People want information. Remember we saw in here in the keyword research? Look at this. Veneer Miami cost. That's informational. People want to know How much do veneers cost? Hey mate, interested in getting veneers. What do you guys charge over there? Okay, thank you very much. So on this piece of content that you should have a phone number on here. Get a call get a quote for veneers within 5 minutes. Call us now. Like, that's how you would do it. That's the best way of converting individuals. That is the best way of doing it. By making them fill out a contact form, you don't give them that option. Yeah. You don't give them that option. Another thing is they don't have the Google Maps. Like, this is not the Google Maps embed, maps and directions. So that just takes them off to the CID map. So if we click on that, what will happen? Let me show you. It'll take us to the profile. So linking to the CID, guys, not a great idea either. Well, some of our stuff has found that might not be the best thing to be doing at this point in time. So there's a few things that they're doing, unfortunately, that's hurting them. Yeah, so but the good thing is, like, they have the content, they have all this stuff here, they've got a big site. It's just they just need to fix up those errors, guys. Like, I would not be on that piece of content. There should be, for the veneers, there should be a phone number. There should be a phone number here. Like, this to me, depending upon, this is again why you'd need the data, but depending upon how many people click this, you're better off just having it as a snippet, as information. Like, if you're losing people, because whilst this is kind of good, whenever it comes to anything like loan related, like, they're gonna see this information here. That this is a perfect example. Don't send people to something that is not really relevant and away. If you get them on the phone, you can tell them in person, this is what we offer. We offer financing. These are the rates. This is how it works. These are our partners. So everything is sort of a lot easier. Like, find out if you qualify today. It's like, so now I have to contact them anyway. So that's why I wouldn't do that, guys. Unless, like, your data might say something different, but I just feel like they would be losing. For every click that someone needs to make, you lose people. So they're going to lose people. They'll click on this and then bounce. It's too hard. So this they need to have contact form. I would say, like, contact form and call us now, or call now. That's it. Like, that's what I would have, guys. Especially when you're local. I want to have a look I want to see what's going on with their homepage. Oh no, you guys can't see it. So I've got the SEO Pro extension. Again, another shout out to Chrissy Palmer. SEO. I used to use Minion. I still like Minion. You guys might be able to see the Minion one. Yeah, you can. Okay, so analyzing on page. Yeah, I'll use Minion because you guys can see it. So we're looking at the H1, experienced dentist in Miami. Yeah, one-stop shop for all your needs. So as an example, like, their business name doesn't appear to be even in a H2. Yeah, this is not good. Yep. So their business name isn't even mentioned on that homepage, guys. So there's something there. Focused on rejuvenation. Like, they should be covering more stuff about who they are. Okay. So I just, like, personally, this site, so this dentist, they have everything going for them to be able to rank appropriately. Like, they've got all of these types of pages. They've got so much stuff going on. Let's actually see how well they were doing for a lot of things. Like, what are they ranking for? Miami dental veneers. It's not too bad. That's more so informational. Again, that's going to be people wanting a price. So give them the option to call you. So yeah, when it comes to improving the website, I would improve the trust signals. So I would be adding, they've got the YouTube over here. So they've got some things going okay. Oh, I found out why everything's going on. Let me just say I've figured out the reason why. Yeah, okay. So I figured out the reason why things are going wrong right now. You'll be able to figure that out if you come here right now and you scroll down. And I believe this could be the reason why their services are not being rewarded as they should be. So I would investigate that, guys. But when it comes to improving the website, you don't really need to focus so much on the core web vitals. They know that. But when it comes to this, like the main thing, guys, like give them an option to call. They're not giving them the option to call. Like, yes, the number's up here, but so what? It doesn't look like a click to call button. Let me just check. Let's go. Let me check. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not a click to call. It's not, definitely not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, guys, like it's not ideal. So I would be fixing up that whenever you're a local business. If you have a dentistry, make sure you have the option to be called, because if you are looking for more leads, like if you're not looking for leads, then yeah, set up the contact form. You can set up certain price points. That's how it can be done. But if you want more work, then just have the call button. We have the call button because it's just easier. When you get people on the phone, they want something and they want it now. The likelihood that they'll convert is a lot higher because they will be shopping around. They will be looking and chatting with other dentists about getting veneers done. So when you're doing dentist SEO, I would highly recommend that you implement a call button on the right above the fold. So that is something that would improve it. So what I want to do now, guys, is we're going to go away, and for this dentist SEO campaign, we're going to pick out some target keywords. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we'll continue on to help build out the strategy and the campaign. So let's move on to that now. So what you want to do is just come back to the target keywords. So there's a couple of things that I would be looking at. So the ones that we're doing well, a chemical peel. So dental, not really, like these are all people that they could get on the phone, guys. These are all people, anything about the pricing, they're going to be calls. Especially when it's a keyword. And how do I know that? First of all, Miami. So it's a local person looking around. It's not just some random, like if I want to know how much veneers cost in general, well, it's just in general. But if I want to know specifically in Miami, I'm a little bit more interested than just in general. So there's some warm leads that they're letting go right there. Having a look. The other stuff, more so veneers, Miami porcelain veneers. Like, guys, they're not really Botox. Yeah. So that's for, I believe that's for the injections for the gum, like the gum smile or whatever it is that they call. But it's more so veneers. Botox a smile lift. Yeah, it is. Okay, here we go. Veneers Miami. There we go. We're in position 4 for that keyword. Really good search volume. We need to put more effort into that. That is definitely a target keyword that I'll be going after. So that, we're in position 4 right now, and there is 1,000 searches. So what I'm doing is I'm looking to see how other keywords I can boost her up, because this is a winner right here. I want to get up above number 4. I want to be sitting in position 1. Like that's the aim. I should be focusing on that. Because the thing is, if you look at their website, like we don't see talking about veneers. We don't see, so it's the other pages. It's the veneers. Do they have veneers? Where would it be? General. Orthodontics. I'm not sure, guys. Maybe it's this one here. No, it'd be cosmetic. It'd be in cosmetic. So that's the thing. It's like we're being rewarded for veneers, guys, but we don't even have a page from first appearance. It doesn't look like that we have a page for that. Create a page. create a page. Like Google's rewarding you for that. If Google is rewarding you for that, like create a page, that could be enough for them to actually get over the line for that and push them up. Because Google's going, okay, they're more so around what, looking at their target keywords. To me, it looks like Google is only rewarding the cosmetic side of it, which would make sense because they're talking about skin treatment and beauty. But in their Google business profile, it's all set as dentistry. It's all set up here as dentistry. So to me, it's not like dentistry is their main thing. To me, it all looks like this is what they're really going after. I believe the founder, Julio, he is a dentist. Let me just check. So this is when you're looking at your target keywords, guys, like to really, if you're doing dentist SEO, what I would strongly recommend is that it's not allowing me to view his profile. Yeah, what I would strongly recommend is that if this is what we're targeting, we need to be focused, like really focused on the main thing that matters to us. The other stuff can be expanded out, but you don't want to dilute the main thing. So that's definitely a target keyword that I'd be going after. I'd be creating a page, like create a page. There's obviously stuff around it. There's stuff around it, guys. So, and what you can do is if you want, you can come back into here. Now you can export the whole thing when it comes to their keywords, guys, but I did not do that because, to be completely honest, like I said, it's too much data and I just need to show you. But let me show you a sneaky little trick right now. Because what you can do is this is how you can actually figure out what the page is that's ranking. So let's look for Veneers Miami again. That was position 4. So where are you? 1,000 searches. Where are you? 1K there. Veneers Miami. Here we go. We can look at the actual page. So we come over here, and this is the actual page. Porcelain veneers. Where was this hidden? So where is this? This is in dentistry. Did I miss that? Porcelain, no. So where is the link to this? Where is this coming? What's the site structure like? Because I want to see. What's the site structure? Where it is? Miami veneers. No. Where'd you go? 1K, there you go. Okay, yes, look at this site structure. Cosmetic dentistry, porcelain veneers, like that's so far back, guys. So they do have a page and it is getting rewarded, but they need to probably do more work to it. Yeah, how much of veneers? Yeah, I don't like the structure. Like they're obviously using it to support dentists. So when you write content, how they've written it. So I'm just gonna, oh wow, this is so annoying. You click on this so I don't lose it. So you can see that they've moved away, like it's further away from the root. So dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, porcelain veneers, this sort of stuff. This is how you create supportive content. However, that's a great lead keyword. People generally have inquiries about that. I would be creating a page about veneers, like literally creating a page about the service page about veneers, because like they're missing out. They're getting rewarded for it, but they're missing out because it's a little bit off topic. So there's a couple of things. There's a lot that needs to be done here, guys. Like if they're not performing this well, that's what I would do. But what we'll do right now is we'll go over the final strategies, my thoughts and opinions. We'll close out this dentist SEO video. And then after that, I will show you what I would be doing with this dental clinic. So how I would do the SEO for this dentist. So let's do that right now. All right, guys. So like I've been explaining before with picking the target keywords, like I showed you, that's what I'd basically be going after. Essentially, they've already got it, but you just need to support that piece of content. I would like it's not advisable now because it is on its own page. It's just buried. So what I would do is I'd be hitting it with more links and even its own supportive content. So perhaps something else that's more so around, how to clean your veneers, like the best, like average type of cost, like actually creating more so content for each type of thing, each type, like if each different question, whenever it comes to questions for veneers, you can look in the keyword gap, try and get some ideas there, or you can just type in veneers, like questions in the SEMrush thing, guys, and you can always check out related stuff. So you can come over here and you can go keyword overview and you can put in veneers and then just start doing your SEO. You know how to do that. But that's what I would be doing. I would probably be trying to boost that with a bit more, a couple of backlinks, some of its own supportive content. When it's that far down from the domain, from the root, guys, like it can be very hard to get it up though. Like it can be very hard to get it up. So when you're doing any dentist SEO, make sure that you have an actual vision and a plan in place, because you don't want to have an opportunity like they do where they're sitting in position 4 or 5. They're not when there's 70 to 100 people searching for that a month. One, they're missing out on genuinely warm leads, and 2, they're missing out on actually getting leads, because if there's only 100 searches, they're probably going to have 5 or maybe 10 clicks maximum. That's it. So, and then of that, they'll have 2 people call them. So yeah, that's something that I would be doing. Overall, like when we go back to the checklist, this has been a very interesting video, because you look at everything according to this, they're doing everything right. However, to me, the main thing that sticks out is they do not have a concise business structure. They do not reward Google with an eat. They don't say, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're about. It's important to have the business name. I believe that this dental clinic is diluting their practice, because if you look at these guys, the number 1 ranker, like let's have a look. What do they talk about? Experienced staff, memberships plan, about us, meet the team, our offers, patient reviews, health newsletter, down dental, okay, dental implants, like it's nothing but dental, is it? They're not talking about, this is all stuff to do with being a dentist, root canals, dental cleaning, veneers, Invisalign, like everything pertaining to being a dentist. Like it's very well structured. It's very simplistic. It's like, here, this is what we're about. The other guys are getting pummeled for their primary keyword because they're not structuring it like a dental clinic. They're sort of structuring it like a shop where you can get whatever you want. And whilst that's great, it's not always ideal to just throw a cast net out and go after everything. When it comes to this game, Google rewards this sort of stuff, guys. It rewards things that are linked into one another. It doesn't like going across and mixing different things. And that's been proven by our number 1 and our number 2. Like, I'm not seeing anything else where they're talking about, like, yes, there's cosmetics, but of course there's cosmetic dental procedures. So, like, and the fact that everything that our business is doing, they've got more keywords, they've got more backlinks, they don't have as many citations, and I do believe that that is going to cause not necessarily citations, but the overall picture of them not being concise and not having a one image sort of thing is going to be severely impacting this organization. Now, as you go through, you would obviously want to clean up a lot of the content on there. Looking, like we looked at Minion on the home page, it's clearly not structured appropriately for the business and the services being offered as well. Like, there's a lot of things that really need to be done, and it's a big website, so a lot of stuff would need to be structured. So you would ensure, like, this would be my main thing. It's like, and create, eat. Like, there is no expertise, authority, or trustworthiness right here, in my opinion. I look at it and it's like, Google doesn't trust you guys. There's multiple discrepancies with a couple of things, so it doesn't know what you're about. So when it comes to dentist SEO, guys, be concise, keep it focused. don't have too many things going on. Sometimes it can be good to just split the thing into one website serves this, the other website serves this. That is sometimes more of an ideal solution and appropriate when it comes to ranking. It just makes it easy to rank, as shown by the SERP results. So if I was these guys, if I was doing dentist SEO for these people, I would make sure that I am removing away the Google Business Profile for the dentist at the same location with the same number, watering it down. I promise you, if they were to remove that, they would move up in the rankings. So there's that going on. They have that problem. When you're doing dentist SEO, like always, guys, you want to emulate who's up the top and what they're doing. And what we've seen is that our competitors don't have too much going on, but they're ranking for our target keywords. That's exactly what I'd be doing. That's exactly how I'd be nailing this dental SEO clinic. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed the dental SEO, how to do SEO for dental clinics. If you have, make sure you hit that like button. If you're a dental clinic and you need a hand with any SEO, anything like that, reach out to me. More than happy to help and have a consultation session with you. And I look forward to that time. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. Cheers.